Greater efficiencies, lower costs, endless opportunities to innovate. Digital technologies are said to be transforming the world for the better, but to whose benefit? In the first of a special two-part report, Bob Abeshouse investigates the dark side of the digital revolution and the price we might all have to pay in lost jobs and social inequality.
Silicon Valley, California, home of the most powerful computer and information technology companies in the world. It's the center of a digital revolution promising untold benefits. Technology is evolving faster here than probably anywhere else in the world, but something else is growing quickly too. The gap between rich and poor, inequality.
Well, I learned a tremendous amount in doing it. I mean, I had never really considered that advances in digital technology were as profound as the Industrial Revolution. You know, the fact that it was presenting problems in the developing world, the fact that it was impacting the middle class, all of that was something I was not aware of and, you know, that I learned along the way.
Stop the greed! Stop the lies! Google wants to privatize!
What you see is a few people essentially hoovering up all of the income and all the success and everyone else kind of struggling. The first jobs to be impacted by technology are the most routine jobs. Routine clerical work, for example, or standing on an assembly line. What we're left with are lower skilled jobs that tend to require lots of dexterity and visual perception. And then at the other end, we've got these high skilled jobs that really require advanced cognitive type skills. But I think that what we're seeing over time is that both of those poles are gradually being impacted as well. So it is essentially that hollowed out middle will get bigger and bigger over time.
There's two sides on this debate. One side says, look, if you look at the Industrial Revolution, there was great concern about job loss, but actually what happened was that new businesses were created, new jobs were created, and in the end, people were better off. Some experts and some economists say that's exactly what's going to happen again. You know, we're in the middle of this revolution. It's going to happen again. There's going to be new businesses, new jobs, many of which we don't even know what they are yet. The other side says, look, this is or could be a fundamentally different situation than the Industrial Revolution, that there's a lot of different factors in terms of cognitive computing, that robotics is impacting work in a way that has never been done before, and there's no guarantee that there's going to be this creation of new jobs.
So your system is actually writing these articles right now?
That's right. Everything you see here in paragraph form is produced by our system. And the goal of every project is to create content that doesn't sound like it was produced by a computer.
What impact on jobs has your program had in the businesses it's being used in?
So to our knowledge, Wordsmith hasn't been responsible for anyone losing a job.
The new businesses of today, the innovative businesses of today, like Google, like Instagram. You know, Instagram, for example, Instagram got sold to Facebook for $1 billion, and it was 15 people, right? And Kodak at its height had, 180,000 people. So, you had this new business that had 15 people replacing an industry that had 150,000 people. And that's one of the problems of the digital age, is that the new businesses are not creating the kind of jobs of the old. So it's not just the absolute numbers of jobs that have been created, it's the growth of the jobs in different sectors. And what we've seen is that the growth has gone down in terms of the number of jobs that have been created.
Some people think that autonomous cars will lead to major disruptions that will reshape the job market. How do you see it?
Having somebody drive a taxi cab is kind of a waste of talent, to be honest with you, because you can have them doing something more intelligent than that.
10 years from now, we'll likely be having self-driving cars and robots doing delivery for us. We won't need human drivers. We won't need human taxi drivers. We won't need human truck drivers. So we wiped out millions of jobs over there. So good that you now have all of these amazing advances, bad that we don't have the jobs.
I think one fundamental difference between the Industrial Revolution and the digital revolution is that in the Industrial Revolution, you had a situation where the skilled workers, craftsmen, the guilds, were replaced by low-skilled workers who went into the factory. And so it expanded jobs for more people and enabled more people to benefit in terms of wages and moving into the middle class. Now what we're seeing is we're actually seeing a situation where unskilled workers are being replaced by technology, and the job creation is going to the benefit of skilled workers. So that's a fundamentally different situation than the Industrial Revolution. So the people that say it's going to be the same have to account for that. The fact that this time what we're seeing is that the benefits are going to the few and not the many.